You get a frantic call from a family member in trouble. The caller ID matches, the voice sounds right, so you follow their instructions, open your banking app, and press send. A wave of relief washes over you. But the person on the other end of the line was a synthetic audio clone, generated in seconds from a short social media clip. And the portal where you just wired the money was a flawless digital replica. Look at this chart comparing the scale of traditional physical theft to modern digital fraud. The baseline barely registers against the losses we see today. Since 2023, at least $53 billion in cryptocurrency alone has vanished into fraud-related addresses. We are far beyond the era of poorly spelled emails from fake princes. Today's operations are highly sophisticated, deploying artificial intelligence to execute hyper-realistic social engineering tactics. Modern cybercriminals rarely bother trying to brute force a password or breach a secured firewall. It is much faster and far more profitable to hack human psychology directly. To bypass our natural skepticism, criminals deploy generative adversarial networks. These systems learn to mimic a face and voice accurately. They easily hijack the authority of people we trust. Scammers map the faces and voices of tech innovators onto fake videos, using their established credibility to endorse fraudulent platforms to millions of viewers. They target political leaders to manufacture geopolitical urgency. Putting words into the mouths of high-ranking figures triggers panic, prompting victims to quickly move money. Other schemes require immense patience. In what investigators call pig butchering, a fraudster assumes a fake persona online and spends months building a deep romantic or platonic bond with their target. Only after they have secured the victim's trust do they casually introduce a fabricated financial opportunity. During this initial contact phase, the attacker isn't reaching for a wallet. They are methodically dismantling the victim's critical thinking and protective instincts. This diagram illustrates authorized push payment fraud. External alarms never sound because the account holder willingly opens the door. Once funds leave, they are instantly converted into cryptocurrency, scattering across a borderless network. To further obscure the trail, the money is funneled through money mules, individuals recruited to receive and forward stolen funds, breaking the transaction chain into confusing pieces. Because these transfers rapidly cross international borders, they create a jurisdictional maze. Local law enforcement simply lacks the authority to pursue assets once they land in overseas accounts. And the damage rarely stops at the bank account. The personal identification documents the victim uploaded to the fake portal are instantly packaged and sold on the dark web, leaving them exposed to severe identity theft. These aren't isolated operations. Criminals rely on shared laundering hubs, phishing kits, and deepfake tools. It is a highly organized global criminal supply chain. But the scale of these operations also leaves a massive digital footprint. Today, a global network of digital investigators is actively fighting back, using the criminals' own infrastructure against them. Their primary weapon is blockchain forensics, the practice of analyzing decentralized ledgers to attribute anonymous digital activity to real-world actors. This visualization shows why the blockchain is actually a massive liability for thieves. Because the ledger is public and immutable, every digital footprint is permanently recorded. Investigators can trace the scattered funds backwards from the final cash-out point, exposing the hidden network. The exact technology these syndicates rely on to conceal their identities is the same permanent ledger that guarantees their exposure. If you suspect you've been targeted, your response must be immediate. Cease all communication with the suspected scammer, secure your remaining assets, and preserve the digital evidence, URLs, wallet addresses, and messages before they disappear. Next, route that evidence to the proper authorities. File a formal report with regional consumer protection agencies and the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Speed is your best tool. Rapid reporting feeds directly into a global intelligence network, allowing agencies to flag fraudulent wallets and freeze stolen assets at major exchanges before the criminals can cash out. Operating with blind trust in the digital age leaves you vulnerable. By combining technical vigilance with rapid, decisive legal action, everyday consumers become the strongest defense mechanism we have against the modern scam.